Happy New Year, Calgary. Welcome to 2025. With a fresh year ahead, there is plenty of excitement in the air, and that includes some big changes and opportunities in real estate. So let's talk about what is in the store in our city, from market trends to political shift that could impact us all. Stick around, this is going to be a good one. First, let's recap how 2024 wrapped up. December saw market average home price drop to $583,300, continuing a 6-month trend of declines. Sales hit their typical year-end lows with 1,239 transactions. Despite the cool down, the market stays balanced, leaning slightly towards sellers with 2.26 months of inventory. One standout? Well, apartment condos, which closed the year with higher supply at 2.9 months, signaling potential opportunities for buyers in that segment. Now, here is where things get interesting. While prices dipped at the end of 2024, January could tell a different story. Remember back in January of 2023, Calgary's market surged, and some are wondering if history might repeat itself. It is all about timing. Buyers often jump into the market just before spring inventory arrives, setting the stage up for a busy few months. So what is driving market in 2025? Let's start with population growth. The federal government predicts that there is going to be 0.2% decline, but experts like CIBC's Benjamin Tell disagree. He forecasting 1% increase in population, citing trends like humanitarian immigration and expiring visas where people are staying longer than expected. More people means more demand for housing. Good news for Calgary's market. And here is another key trend. Low-rise homes are expected to stay in demand. Calgary's new blanket rezoning policy introduced last fall makes it easier than ever to develop those type of homes across the city. That is a great news for buyers who want more space. So now I want to address a hot topic, so-called mortgage cliff. You have probably heard concerns about mortgages from 2020 with ultra low rates now coming up for renewal. But here is the good news. CIBC data shows that 40% of these renewals will actually see lower payments, and the rest will face only marginal increases. So if you have been worried about a wave of financial strain, the data suggests a softer landing than many expected. Let's pivot to local policy, specifically Calgary's new short-term rental bylaw. If you are thinking about hosting on platforms like Airbnb, here is what you need to know. You will need $510 license, but only if a city's vacancy rate is above 2.5%. And now, condo owners, listen up. You're good to go unless your building bylaw specifically forbid short-term rentals, which is common in some complexes. It is a detail worth checking before you dive in. And here is another major event to watch in 2025, Calgary's municipal election on October 25th. For the first time, political parties are entering municipal politics thanks to Daniel Smith's Bill 20. This adds a new layer to how we elect our leaders and have a ripple effect on housing policies in future. It is definitely going to make an exciting election season. So to sum it up, Calgary's market closed 2024 on a balanced note, setting a stage for a stable start of 2025. Expect steady demand for low-rise homes and potential uptick in activities as spring approaches. Short-term rentals and new policies are shaking things up for investors for sure. So there is definitely something to watch. And with political changes ahead, Calgary's future is looking dynamic and full of opportunity. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing this year, let's connect. I will be here each month with updates, insight, and tips to help you navigate Calgary's ever-changing real estate market. Thank you for tuning in, Calgary, and here is it to successful 2025.